Macro, you don't know what you're talking about. Whatever, dude. I don't care. You fake Resident Evil fans that continue to come out of the woodwork, you need to go back to the Residents of Evil channel. Go stay with them frauds over there. The real Resident Evil fans are here because they know that Michael knows what he's talking about. They know that Michael is a real Resident Evil fan, and after all, they know that Michael is a veteran video game critic. You want to subscribe to Residents of Evil? Go subscribe to Residents of Evil, but just know that they're in it for the money. Here you have someone like Michael who is willing to go out and dig and dig and dig and dig until he can find something to bring that back to you to say, hey bro, look at what we've found, because I've went out there to do the work, to put that time in. And that's what I've done here for you today, because folks, I have an exclusive new rumbling about this all new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. But before we get started, I don't care if you don't believe me. I know so many of you are too busy going You're too busy doing stupid, silly crap like that to understand the complexities of this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. But are you ready? I say ready! Because it's time to get started right here, right now. Strap your seatbelts on, folks, because what I'm about to tell you is going to shock the Resident Evil community to its core. Rock that foundation. So, this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3, it was outsourced. This all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3 is coming in January of 2020. Now, you knew that stuff already, but what you didn't know is that this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3 was outsourced by none other than the mastermind of horror, Shinji Mikami. Yes, that's right, folks. This all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3 was developed by Shinji Mikami and his team. They secretly developed this game while Capcom, the main studio, was working on this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2. That's how they can get this out as soon as January 2020. And folks, what's going to happen at E3 is Shinji Mikami is going to announce this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. Now, I know you don't believe that. I know you're going to sit there and go, too busy doing stupid, silly crap like that to understand, again, the complexities of this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. But here's the reality of the situation. So many of you are going to sit there and say, oh, Michael, Shinji Mikami is at E3 because, well, he's going to announce the Evil Within 3. Or, Michael, Shinji Mikami is at E3 to talk about Dino Crisis Remake. I mean, after all, that's heavily been rumored, Michael. You're so wrong. I can't wait until E3 rolls around to prove you wrong. Again, I don't care. Evil Within 3 is out of the question, period, end of story. Dino Crisis, I mean, let's get real here. It doesn't make Capcom big, real money. Resident Evil does. And they're obviously going to continue. They're going to continue that momentum that they've built here with this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2 by dishing out this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. And now they can really sell it like, hey, the mastermind of horror has returned to Resident Evil. Shinji Mikami, this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. It's happening, folks. Shinji Mikami is back to make Resident Evil great again.